Today we are going to discuss practical number 4, k-mean clustering. And as per the given problem statement, we are given a collection of 8 points P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8 with its x and y axis. We need to perform k-mean clustering with initial centroid as M1 is equal to P1 which is forming the first cluster, and M2 is equal to P8 which is forming the second cluster. That means P1 and P1 and P8 will act as a starting centroid for your cluster. And the question asked is, which cluster does P6 belongs to? What is the population of the cluster around M2? That means number of cluster in the number of instances in the second cluster. What is updated value of M1 and M2? That is, what is the updated value of means M1 and M2. So how we are going to start is, again we are going to import the packages NumPy, Matplot and Pandas. And NumPy for numerical calculation, Matplot for plotting the graph, Pandas for data analytics. After that, we are going to take x value. To the x variable, we are going to take all the instances that are there. That is, you can see P1 value, P2 value and so on. We are going to input in the variable x, which will act as an input data set. Then, as per the problem given, P1 and P8 will act as the initial centroids. Since there are two clusters, we are taking two centroids. So P1, if you see here, P1 is the mean, M1 is equal to P1 which is forming the first cluster. M2 is equal to P8 which is forming the second cluster. Then we are printing the centroids. After that, we have to import k-mean class from the sklearn.cluster package. So from sklearn.cluster, import k-mean which is acting as a class. After that, we are taking a variable in which we are giving k-mean n underscore cluster is equal to 2, which indicate that there are two clusters. Init is equal to centers. This center value we are going to take from here, which is P1 and P8. And number of init parameter is equals to 1. We are going to train the data set model.fit using x. After that, printing the label, print label will give you the clusters somewhat like this. So you can see 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1 as an output you will be getting. What this indicates is that this all pixels are coming under first cluster. That is, your P1, P2, P3, P4 are coming in first cluster. P5 second cluster. P6 you can see it's coming in first and remaining are coming in second cluster. So by training this model and by applying the k-mean class of the package sklearn.cluster, we come to the label which will give you an output of all the instances which are they are in which centroids or in which clusters. After that, as per the question asked, it is saying that we need to find out where P6 belongs to. So if you see, P6 will belong to, it is P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6. So P0 to P5, which is the, if you consider in this way, P1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a 6th cluster which will be in the first cluster. Now we need to find the number of population around cluster. The number of population will be given as np.count_0 model.labels equals to 1. Now in array where 1 is present, the number of instances will be in the second cluster. That means if you see this part, we need to calculate the total number of ones in this. Then only we can say which instance or how many instances are there in the second cluster. So here we are just doing a counting, which is not 0. Then we are checking if it is not 0, then what it should be. If it is 1, then we are counting that particular value, and then mentioning that number of population in that particular cluster, that is cluster 2, is, if you get the count here, it will be 1, 2, 3. So there will be 3 number of instances in the second cluster. You should get an output of 3. Now the third statement asked is that what is the updated value of M1 and M2? So for that we are going to print the new centroid, and in this model.cluster underscore centers underscore, this particular variable, inbuilt variable, will give you the new centers that are there. So you will get the new center as 0.48, 0.712, 0.2466, 0.2, and initially it was 0.1, 0.6, 0.3, 0.2. That was the initial cluster. You can see this was the initial centroid that we have considered, and after doing all the calculation, the new centroid that will come is this.